Hi guys, it's Jessie Rhines and it's the birthday edition of the quarantine yoga videos. I have really enjoyed hearing from many of you inquiring about my tradition of doing as many sun salutations as I am turning years old. If you have a better idea about how to conjugate that sentence, have at it, let me know. So today we're going to be doing 42 sun salutations, and I just want to say this is my life right now, is homeschooling a first grader and a fourth grader. So I'm going to be really lucky to get through 10 of these at a time. And what we'll do is simply 10 salutations, and then we'll stretch, and then 10 salutations, and we'll stretch a different way, and we'll do that again, and we'll do that again. So for people like you, Karen, I know you're gonna make it through all of them and maybe double it. And for others of you, you might decide 10 is good and you can stop right there. So let's find a comfortable seat, and I'm gonna start my birthday music, and I'll ask you to simply make an intention as you feel your roots grounding. Maybe there's something that you're celebrating, or something that brings you joy. Maybe there's something about ritual that could be helpful at this time. Maybe any number of other things, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, communal, that bring you here to your mat on this day. We'll bring our hands to the heart center if they're not already there. Bow the head. And when you're ready, we'll let that head rise, and we'll come to the front of our mat. So it'll be helpful to have me guiding you through in terms of counting, and there's also a few little things to keep in mind as you do so many salutations, and I'll talk about that as we go. I have my 10 little objects here, and every time we get through a salutation, I will put one of those into this bowl to keep track. Stand and ground. Maybe shake out those legs or circle your ankles. Let yourself find as much movement as you need to, then close your eyes and really be sure that you're rooting. Widen your feet, widen your toes. Get your head situated above your heart, situated above your pelvis. Come to Ujjayi Pranayama. Keep that pranayama as we allow our eyes to open. On an inhale, reach all the way to the sky. As you exhale, fold. I'm going to hang out here for this first one. Let that head hang. Grapevine your arms. Sway side to side. If you prefer, you can bring the hands behind the back of the neck. You can allow that head to get heavier. Your knees should probably be quite soft here because the hamstrings are not yet warm. So allow yourself to even bend the knees so much that your ribs rest on your thighs. No problem at all. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out. 2 more, please. Gather what does not serve you. Gather what hurts. Exhale, let it out. Hurts because it's stressful, or it's heavy, or it's unnecessary. We want to gather what heals. Release the rest. Inhale, come halfway up, pull the crown away from your tail. And as we exhale, we'll step one foot and then the other back. You're welcome to do that with a jump if you prefer. High plank, so knees can always go down. This is half plank, and it's still a lot of work. You could cross ankles or let your toes stay down. What's key is that whether your knees are up or down, as you lower down, you're going to squeeze your elbows close to your ribs so that you are painting your body with your arms. The inhale is a back bend of your choice. And again here, I'm gonna take us a few breaths. Give us a few breaths. You could bring yourself to Sphinx. Shimmy those hips. You could find a little cobra where you're not using the hands at all. Start to warm up the muscles of your back. Or if you were ready, you could come a little higher, no rush. Let's take one more inhale here. Lion's breath out. An inhale to transition back to dog. So you can use your knees like so and get your buns back and unfold up to downward facing dog. Or you could move a little more swiftly if that's in your practice. I'll get to that. Circle those ankles, pedal those heels, which never have to reach the ground. Do what works. Maybe let one side hang and the other side hang. Your hips falling in one direction and then another direction. Shake the head. Say hello. Spread those hands wide. Let's inhale to look forward. Exhale. Step for now. If you'd rather jump, go for it. Let's inhale halfway up. And exhale, fold. Reach out, reach up to the sky. And we're just gonna stitch it together a little more smoothly this next time. So we hang. We inhale, already coming to a flat back. Exhale, bringing ourselves back to high plank. Again, always your choice to step or jump. Always your choice, knees up or down. We're gonna be here for a little less time. As you exhale, elbows stay very close to your body. Let's go all the way down for now. Chaturanga if you prefer. Inhale, back bend. Your choice, low or high. And exhale over those toes. Take a big inhale breath. 2 more. Maybe growling. Or horsey lips. Or the hinge of the jaw really wide, tongue out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, release. Reach out, reach up to the sky. And we'll stitch it together a little more. As you inhale, strong tummy, flat back. As you exhale, find your plank. One inhale here, my friends, just one. Exhale, lower down. We'll go all the way for now. As I inhale, I'm scooping my heart up to the sky. As I exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take one big inhale, one big exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, halfway up. And fold. Okay, so now we're gonna add chaturanga if you want. This is just for instructional purposes. You do not have to do it. We're folding just like we've done. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana just like we've done. Exhale, plank, still exhaling, go ahead down. Maybe stop halfway. That's chaturanga. Inhale, burst your heart forward. Exhale, hips are up. We're keeping one big inhale breath. One big exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, float that crown towards the wall. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Reach out, reach up to the sky. You can always just stop and hang out and stretch for a few if you need to. Let's fold again if you're still with me. Going into the 5th one. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, burst that heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's as fast as we can go. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float your feet forward. Inhaling, rise. And exhaling, fall. So we're halfway there. We're just gonna stick with that. We're just gonna stick with that. You're welcome to go slower, please, by all means. The inhales tend to rise us. The exhales tend to lower us. You can always drop your knees if you choose to, if you haven't already. And honor your body. Big breath in. Big breath out. Look forward on an inhale. Exhale, feet come forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. We have only 3 more for now, my friends. And a song to help us. Hold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, plank. maybe chaturanga, maybe the floor. Inhale, think of long spine. Exhale, downward dog, breathe in. Maybe dance a little. You can inhale, look forward. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, rise. Fold. Start to work through it. Start to work through all that we hold. We have only 2 more. Let's fold. Inhale, flow up. Exhale. If you're in chaturanga, it's 90 degrees or more, never less. Inhale, burst the heart forward, rise. Exhale. Big breath in. Open that mouth. Inhale, gaze. Exhale, step or jump. Float on up. And fold. Reach to the sky. No ray of sunlight is ever lost. Here we go. Last one, you guys. Last one. So end strong. Big, big rising. Exhale. Let's take a drink of breath. Release it. Inhale, gaze. Exhale. Maybe trust your arms so you can jump a little. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out, reach up. Thumbs come to the heart. Feet widen a bit. Close your eyes. Feel your heart beating. Feel prana flowing. Feel heat. Allow yourself to experience vitality and health and wellness. From here, we'll take it to a stretch. So we'll release that holding. And I'm going to bring us to a lunge. So let's bring our left foot back. And you might use blocks here. You might use pillows. The hands could come to fists as well. For this first, few breaths, you might keep that knee up. And then I'd like you to eventually let the knee fall for a dragon. Let yourself start to sink in a little bit here. So we're getting long in that left hip flexor. Breathing. And as the heart rate slows a little bit, the breath can slow as well. Let's take another, 10 breaths or so to sink in. Maybe close your eyes. Let yourself find breath that's really long and breath that's really slow. And I'm gonna just change my playlist a little bit. So we start to slow down. Let's take our last, I'm gonna say, probably 2 or 3 breaths by now. And then what we'll do is switch. So to switch, we can come really slowly back into a little hamstring stretch, right? If you prefer, you can tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, and play with jump switches, where we just make it a quick transition. And it's kind of fun to do a few of those, perhaps. Wherever you are, we're gonna come to bring ourselves to the other side. So that would be the right foot back, the left foot forward, and we'll meet again with that back knee up. So this lets us just really feel the striations of the flexor. I like to come to my toes and then go back. Maybe side to side. And then we'll eventually drop that knee down and sink in to a little bit of a commitment now. Again, eyes can close if you'd like. You might find again that little wind windshield wiper movement. And eventually stillness will naturally trickle its way down through the body, down through the earth. Breathe deep. The breath is even slower now. Certainly one of the things we're doing here with our salutations, even without warrior one or warrior two or three-legged dog, is opening the hips. Especially if you're stepping back rather than jumping back in your salutations. This stretch is super helpful, really kind. Let's take our last few breaths. 3, maybe 4. And those 3 or 4 breaths take some time. If you're working with a nice, slow ocean breath. Let's allow ourselves to find the last one. And then we'll slowly come out of that. Again, maybe guiding those hips back. Ooh, hamstrings, which we will focus on in our next break. And it might make sense to bring both knees together now and experience a child's pose so that you can find a moment of stillness and recentering, regrounding. Your knees can be wide if you'd like more hip flexor and internal thigh stretch, or you can bring your knees together so there's more rounding across the back if that's feeling more where it's at for you. Maybe even pulling on ankles or feet. Arms can be forward or all the way back. Maybe close the eyes. Allow yourself to slow that breath. Recenter before we come to our next set. Last breath. And we'll bring ourselves to the front of our mat once again. Round 2. All right, my friends, I just struggled through some long division with the 4th grader and some paragraph structure with the 1st grader and some lunch. And now we're back for 10 more salutations. So I left you at the top of your mat. Let's go ahead and come back to the top. We're gonna keep a focus on the hamstrings as we start to do more and more of these. This is one of the spots that can really talk to you later if you're not kind. So keep your knees soft as needed. Reach up. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. You might choose to start stepping back instead of jumping at any time. This exhale would also bring you halfway down or all the way down. You might alternate how you do that. We'll come back to our dog, and I'm going to bring us to 3 breaths now for this round. This will give us an opportunity, now that we're warm, to focus on getting those heels a little closer to the ground, keeping the hands really wide. Let's inhale, look forward. Exhale, step. You got that long hip flexor now, right? Or jump if you prefer. Inhaling halfway and exhaling to fold. Reaching out and up to the sky. And we'll just go again. Slowly folding our way. Inhale from the spine up through the crown. Maybe step back with a different foot. You can kind of alternate. Don't overthink it. Again, the exhale would lower you down. Remember, knees can drop at any time. You can come low or high. And we'll go back to our dog for 3 breaths. Heavy head, wide through those shoulder blades, so you're strong in the shoulder girdle. Maybe make some sounds. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come forward. Reach the crown away from your tail and then fold. Again, knees as soft as you need here. You'll regret it later if you don't. I promise, I've done it. The first time I ever did 108 salutations, where I felt it the most the next day, maybe days, was the hamstrings. Let's come back to our plank. Continue through plank to the ground. Keep your body as straight as a board there, guys. That's the first thing to go, usually, in your form. Coming back to dog when you're ready. Big inhales and exhales. No hammocking of the back. So while it's nice to get open through the shoulders and drop the heart a bit towards the toes, there's an overdoing of that we sometimes see as teachers. You want to also stay rooted and stable in that shoulder girdle. The inhale brings the eyes forward, the exhale, the feet. Inhale halfway and fold. Reach out, reach up. Palms can touch or fingertips. The exhale carries you down. I want to remind you just to focus on your long, slow breath and let the rest take care of itself. The exhale lowering, elbows closed, body straight as a board. That's why we call it plank pose. It's not lasagna noodle pose. Big breath in. And 2 more. Or if it is a lasagna noodle, it's an uncooked lasagna noodle, okay? Not a cooked lasagna noodle. That'll strengthen those arms, biceps and triceps alike. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, come on forward. Flat back and fold. Reach out, reach up. And by now we're in this ritual of it. All right, a little active in our song to keep us going here. Exhale and lower down. Knees can drop at any time. I'd rather that you keep your form and ratchet it down than stay where you are too high for yourself with bad form. Shake that head. Look forward on an inhale and come forward on an exhale. We're halfway there already, my friends, halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach out, reach up to the sky. Again, if you want to dance, be silly, be wiggly. Stay in any pose, any part of this that's feeling good to you, no problem. Moving through plank down to the ground. Back bend. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Stretch those arms. Take out the trash. Releasing audibly. Inhale, gaze. Exhale, feet come forward. Inhale, your tummy lifts you to a flat back. Exhale, knees are soft on the hamstring stretch. Inhaling pulls those wrists to the sky and we fold once again. Find a wave-like motion from your tail to your crown. Exhale, step or jump to plank, still exhaling lower. And inhale, back bend. Exhale, dog. Let's hear it. Man, I should do this every day. I prioritize it today, but I should do this between those rounds of homework. I can feel these genuine sighs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bring those feet forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. I see 3 little stones left, my friends, for this round. Fold. Heavy head. Inhale, wave like. Exhale, however you get to plank, still exhaling. However you get to the ground or halfway, inhale, wrapping. Burst that heart and lift those hips. Big breath. Open jaw. Think of it as a stretch for the jaw. Fill and empty. Hands are bright. Don't get soft through those hands. Full handprint on the ground. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold in. Reach out, reach up. Now, it's like we reset our intentions here. We fold, just like we're folding for the first time. It's like we sort of wipe the slate clean so that every round is impeccable with its integrity, especially here, lowering. Your hips are gonna wanna go first. Don't let that happen. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, dog. Breathe in. Twice more. Last one. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, your feet are coming forward. Crown to the wall. Exhale, hamstrings are pretty warm by now, my friends. Reach out, reach up, and we're taking our last salutation for this round. Get those hands out and maybe even behind you as you fold. Inhale, wave-like motion. Exhale, plank, chaturanga, glue those elbows. I know it's tough, glue those elbows, lift high. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. This is a song called Sia Hamba. Walking to the light of God, or marching to the light of divinity. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, feet come forward. And my kids learned this at school and then taught it to me, and I love it. Let's reach out and up. All right, let's bring those hands to the chest. Close your eyes, widen your feet. You might like the hands to stay where they are, or they might hang down now. Eyes can close. And I'm going to encourage you to feel for a moment. Still, tingling, swirling. Feel the pinky toes rooting into the earth. Don't cave in. Everything knows where to go. As yogis, we come to the mat and we work with this ritual, and we don't have to know all the meridians of the body. We don't have to tell the lines of energy how to flow. Let those eyes open. Shake it out. So I'm going to give you a choice here. You're welcome to take a dangling pose where we just fold right over. I would lengthen up before folding. And as always with dangling, hands can find the ground, or they can loop to opposite elbow, or you can bring the hands behind the back of the neck, or you might even reach those hands around you and clasp and lift the fist way up high for a few breaths. You can certainly do that for the whole time if you prefer. If this feels unstable in any way, if you feel like you're swaying or you really want to break from standing, that would make sense in the middle of 42 Sun Salutations. So go ahead and sit down if you prefer. And we'll take a caterpillar posture. So it's the same pose, right? We're just folding. Your head might be very far from your legs, or it might be close. It matters not. The inhales pull you up a little bit, lengthen your spine, and the exhales fold you back down. I'm going to recommend that we let this be somewhat passive, given that we're doing a lot of work today. So not quite yin, because it won't be 3 minutes. But, you know, letting yourself really rest, head heavy. You can stack your fists or blocks or bolsters or all of it so the head rests if you prefer. Fill the back of your lungs. Fill the sides of your lungs. Fill the front of your lungs, breathing as though you could reach up against those thighs. And then another 4 or 5 breaths. And just complete surrender, please. You're welcome to find that these last couple of breaths are a little more active to come out of it. So our more traditional yang style yoga would involve really pulling these with these hands, you know, clasping the feet or the ankles and pulling. You don't want to overdo that, but you do want to get the muscle tissues, you know, open. A little sway side to side might be nice. Have a sense of pulling your shoulders back and your heart forward. And then I'll take us through one more little stretch here. Let's just slide the soles of our feet together. Lift the crown up and come on over. Again, every time you inhale, I'd like you to pause your descent and grow from your tail to your crown. Feel the wave-like motion. The exhales will fold you down a little more. Now getting into these inner thighs. If you want a more active Baddha Konasana, you can open the book of the feet with your hands, push the elbows into the knees, and ooh, say ooh. Not ow, but ooh, or ah. If you want something more passive, just relax, just kind of melt the arms into any posture that lets you let go. And we'll just take, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 more breaths there like that. Finding stillness amongst all that movement. Experiencing the breath slowing down, the heart rate slowing down. And allowing yourself to perhaps release more. Whether you know what it is or not so much. And we'll slowly bring ourselves to a seat once again. And I will once again sign off before I come back. Hopefully to you it seems totally seamless. Wish me luck. And we'll do another 10 and then another 10 and then there's those pesky little 2, but it'll be no problem at all. I can't see you, but I bet you're doing awesome. Stay smiling. See you soon.